All right, welcome to this instructional video where we're going to be covering the cable chest fly from a high to low position. High to low position meaning where the cable is actually attached. So the height that it is attached. High to low means it's coming from above your shoulder line to below your shoulder line, okay, or chest line. If it was low to high, it would be coming from down low up to high. Mid cable would be considered just below shoulder and straight out. So basically at the height of your shoulders or arms. Okay, so the cable chest fly is it can be a simple exercise to do, but can take a little bit of adjusting here and there, and just really focusing on the positioning of your elbows in comparison to your wrists, and really thinking about leading with the elbow. But the first and foremost movement when coming back, okay, to create the stretch across your chest, is we're squeezing our scapulars together. Okay, so there's the scapular protraction and then there's the retraction. Okay, so that's the first movement that happens, and then your elbows lead the way from there, not allowing my elbow to actually drop down below my wrist, because otherwise we're going to be doing something like that. Okay, so what we want is our wrists and elbows to follow the line of your chest here. Okay, so it's going to look a little bit like this. So we're squeezing forward, and at this point keeping our chest high and proud so we can continue to get the tension there, squeezing forward, and then initiating at the scapula first. Elbows come in line. As you can see, my arms coming in line with my chest, getting a good stretch. Hands go to the point of being maybe just in front of your pecs there, not closed off, chest out proud, and then squeeze forward, keeping our chest high and proud, making sure that we don't close over like that. Okay, so keeping strong in the thoracic spine, which is our upper back. So let's get into it. Grabbing the cables, as you can see, that's a high to low position. The cable is coming out higher than my shoulder. Starting with a very light weight, just literally like the lightest you can. You're gonna pull it down, walk forwards. You're gonna create a split squat stance or staggered stance. The front foot is flat, the back foot, you're up on your toes and the ball of your feet. Your heel does not touch the ground ever during the movement. You're always up on your toes, so this leg is straight, and make sure it's extended so that your weight is shifted over your front foot. Your spine is straight and your head is over your toes on your front feet. As you can see, my eye line is directly over my knee and my feet, front foot, hands out in front. We're going to get set. So you step forward into 2 feet, then you step back into the desired position, whether it be right leg or left leg forward. Okay, whatever feels comfortable, most comfortable for you. For me, I like to have my left leg forward, right leg back. Obviously, sometimes I actually do both because the tension is slightly different, obviously being leg to leg. So I'll put my left leg forward for the first set, right leg forward for the second set, and vice versa. Or you can even do it double feet like that, but you're not going to have as much stability, and you're not going to be able to create as much power because of, well, the weight isn't pushing back into your leg. So we're not arching in the back. See how much arch is going through my lowest back there. Okay, so this is me demonstrating not what not to do. We're going to be lean forward. As you can see now, my ribs are down and straight. Ribs are locked in. Okay, they're not poking forwards like you can see here. As you can see there, you can see my rib and my sternum there. See how that's lifted ribs. We don't want that. We want our sternum to be flat with our abs. So we're going to come forward to that point. Nice flat ribs, strong abs, strong core. Breathe into the core, create that tension like the pressurized Coke can. Set yourself up. Okay, from here, pushing forward. Okay, chest high and proud. See that? See how my chest is? It's out and it's forwards towards the position we're going to be. My chest is pointing towards, away from the camera there. Our arm line, okay, as you can see, my arms, elbows, see my elbows are there above my wrists. They remain above your wrists, okay? And if you look at my arm and the line of the cable, what's it doing? It's running along the same line that my pecs go, the line of my chest, okay? So let's move forward. All right. Pushing forward, so protraction forward with the scapula, as you can see there, leaning out, allowing the scapula to retract, leading with the elbows. Elbows are still above my wrists, as you can see. If I put a straight line through, elbows are still above my wrists. Strong wrists, leading with the elbows, squeezing with the scapula, then leading with the elbows. And the elbows, if you see, my elbows actually always stay on or almost touching this metal part of the actual cable, okay? So coming back, back, back. So from that point there, they come away from the cable, okay? Because they go big, because my shoulders are squeezing together, my elbows end up going in, but they're still above my wrists, as you can see, straight line there, still above my wrists, and they're still in line with this cable. They're not, there's none of this going on in the movement. It's a solid position the whole time, okay? Solid position the whole time. As you can see, my chest is still high, my eye line's forward, my weight's pushed over my front foot, and I'm pushing through my leg here, ribs are down, cores on. It's gonna allow me to create tension and stretch through my pecs. And then I'm going to initiate and move it forward, pushing through my back leg a little bit to create momentum forward. Okay, so you can see here, I go all the way back. Look at my back foot. I'm pushing forward a little bit. See my heels moving up. So my foot pushing forward, creating that tension. So let's get into it. And squeeze, hold. Squeezing my chest. Eye line still in the same position. Directly over my feet. Weights forward, shifted forward. Chest is still high. I'm not collapsing and closing forward. Not collapsing and closing forward like that. So essentially, you've got to keep this part of your back, your upper back strong and locked on so that your chest can stay high and proud. Squeeze. Squeeze. So during this motion, I'm actually squeezing hard in here to keep that strong and locked forward. Okay. Same sort of thing that you do with the 3 trap raise where you're going up like that. You feel when you lift the dumbbells up, you're going to feel the squeeze in the back there. Holding that position, getting a good squeeze, releasing. Okay, see how I move. See, if I need to adjust my back foot, watch what I do with my back foot. Just a little bit of a squeegee to work it back 1/2 centimeter or so. Don't lift it and step, just etch it backwards. Okay, and then repeating, breathing in and squeezing in the chest again. Now watch this next rep. You'll see my scapulas are the first things to start moving. See that? They start moving, squeezing together, elbows lead with it, align with the cable, elbows above the wrists at all times. This part's locked into my elbows. As I'm coming back, you'll notice my weight shifts back a little bit into the back part of my foot to load my back foot up a little bit. Ribs are still solid. And then I'm going to be able to push forward again. Squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. As you can see, look at my elbows. They aren't moving. They're in the same alignment the entire time. My arms are in the same alignment with my chest. Okay, so this is a different variation using double feet. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I'm just showing you this to see that it can be done in different positions. Now, I wouldn't be able to lift as much weight in that position. And then this is me doing it with the opposite leg. Stretch, squeeze. As you can see, elbow is still always higher, doesn't go up and down. It follows the same line as the cable the entire time. And here's a front-on view of the cable chest fly. Another key point is you'll notice I'm always in a neutral grip position here with the grip. Okay, so my wrists aren't rotating like that. They're more just staying in that position. Maybe a little bit of an inward rotation at the bottom. So see that? So scapular retraction, elbows follow the line and squeeze. Elbows follow the line and squeeze. Elbows follow the line and squeeze. And it's the exact same movement looking forwards. And here's the double foot movement. As you see, even though I'm double feet, I'm leaning forward. My chest and eye lines above or past my toes. Allow me to lean away from the weight. And then if you want to swap feet, then you just go one leg forward, drop the other foot back, load everything up, get your core set, and repeat the exercise. So that is the cable chest fly from a high to low position. Start with a weight that's light, the lightest one possible. And I hope you enjoy this exercise.